This is your 2020 BMW 2 Series. It's the Gran Coupe, so it's new for 2020. We are specifically with the 228i. There is a 235i with higher output, but let's focus on what we have. So Quirks, and Irks. This has the black gloss grille. Looks really sharp. The regular silver one doesn't look bad, but I just find this one gives just more of an aggressive look, and it suits it a lot nicer to me than the silver. Just specifically with this red, you can see the black right on the sides and the bottom, the grille. It just looks really, really sharp. LED lights come standard because, well, it's BMW and that's what they do. Nice turn signals integrated. Right at the top, it's the BMW LED lights. These are not the laser lights, but no matter, it's still really, really bright. And just casts a nice look, and they're a little flared out up at the top as well, as opposed to kind of just having that straight flat look. So really nice. Let's take a look at the wheels. I don't mind the rims, a little busy, but not too bad. This does have the M calipers and the little M at the bottom of the center cap. Now it also has the M Performance rims on it, so it looks really, really sharp. You have your turn signals integrated into the side mirror. Back up and give you a good side look. So yeah, conservative, nothing too crazy happening. And from the side, you can tell it's a BMW just by the headlights. Little nondescript along the side. Don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but for me, anyway, I can tell by the headlights and as well the wraparound taillights, which are the new style for BMW. I like it. I don't have any issues with it. Going around to the rear, twin tailpipes, looks really, really nice. Doesn't sound as good as some of the other BMW options, but this isn't your hard, aggressive performance vehicle. It's the 228i, and we'll get into the performance figures on the drive portion. But just overall, nice clean look overall. There's the X-Drive, so that's standard. And there's 228i badging. Let's open up the trunk, give you a quick look. So there you go. Cargo figures on the screen. I think it's 430-ish liters. I might be wrong, but you have a little bit of underfloor storage as well. So handle up there, handle up there. So thanks BMW for making it easy for both people, whether it's the passenger or the driver, to quickly grab on and close the trunk. All right, that's gonna wrap the outside. Let's take a look inside. Starting with the rear seats, I'm gonna open up the door because it is a Gran Coupe. It has the frameless mirrors because, well, there's no frame there. Slight irk, the window does not go down all the way for your rear passengers, so you can't kind of hang your arm out like that if you're sitting on the outboard seats of the 228 or 235 Gran Coupe. My seat is set for me, so all the way back and it's all the way up. So let's put a foot in there. So it's not too bad. Like, it's not the most comfortable as far as legroom if you're sitting behind me specifically. Not everyone's shaped like me, so it's not too bad. What I've done is I've bumped up the passenger seat all the way forward. So there is a lot more space for your feet, and I'll just back up a touch and give you a look at the comparison. So right there you can see the end of the floor mat, and here you can't see it until you go all the way down. So not too bad. Perk, they've scalloped out the inside. Let me give you a better look on this side. So you can see right there in the middle of your screen, a little bit of extra headroom by maybe a couple of inches. So every little bit helps, right, BMW? Right, back up and there's a better look at it. So you can see there's the flat part and then it kind of goes up and in. There are your lights for your rear passengers, and there's your armrest and your 40-20-40 as far as the split goes. So not too bad. A couple of USB ports back here as well, and your vents for your climate. Over my shoulder is what you'll see if you're directly behind me. And I'm going to close up the rear door and the front door. This window obviously goes down all the way because, well, yeah, it kind of has to. And just, I love the look of a frameless mirror, or sorry, frameless window. Just, it looks so sharp, and I just absolutely love it. I just wanted to give you the front look, side look, and now the inside look. Standard fare for BMW. Nice, clean look and clean design all the way throughout to the bottom. No, I like it. I've had no issues with it. Seats, not bad for the thigh bolsters, really strong. Typical BMW for the side bolsters. Seat cushion extenders, because not everyone has long or short legs, so BMW has you covered there. Let's take a quick look inside. Again, nothing too new and revolutionary here. This is part of BMW's new design language. There's a look at your graphic as we start up the car. Yeah, pretty standard fare. I wonder if, because this car is red and that car is red, I wonder if it syncs up. Like if this car was white, I wonder if that car that showed up would be white. Just curious. Standard steering wheel, nice, thick, beefy. Heated steering wheel, button right in the middle, impossible to miss. There's your bank of lights. Again, a lot of the stuff you've seen before. One of my favorites in the industry is the iDrive system. So it's touchscreen as well. You just dip down a bit to your little controller here. It does everything you need. And again, all your standard fare from what you're used to is here. Drive modes and some parking and auto start stop off. I keep saying this, maybe somebody will listen. Put a logo here. It looks blank and empty. It would look a little better if there was something right there. You got your cup holders, upgraded wireless charging, and I like this. It's a way to just kind of secure your phone as opposed to not having this where there's the risk of it falling out. So really smart move there on behalf of BMW. Climate controls, again, standard stuff. Nice big digital screen. It looks really, really sharp. I'm always liked having that separate screen in the middle as the vents bookend it. Aside from that, pretty good. I'm gonna just zoom in a touch. There is your heads-up display. It doesn't look very big from here, but I think it's like 9 inches of screen space that you have once everything's kind of said and done. So I just have the speed limit sign and the actual speedometer. So if I had navigation or other things, that's exactly where it would be. I love this. I love the big panoramic sunroof, especially in such a small car with a dark interior. It really just brightens it up and makes it feel a lot bigger than it is. Slow turn to show you the frameless rear view mirror. Nice luxurious touch there. Let's do the drive in the 2020 BMW 228i. So under the hood, it's a 2-liter turbo 4, giving you 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, all through BMW's 8-speed automatic transmission. There is a 235, so if you want to jump up to 301 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque through the same 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, that's turbocharged, just tuned a little differently. That is also an option, a little more money. I like this engine. I find it to be, it's quick, it's crisp, it's responsive. I had no issues on city streets or getting onto highways or cruising at highway speeds with it for my week of driving. I've never really had many problems with BMW engines in the years that I've been doing this. They're always very well tuned, and the 228 is no exception. And it's, as BMW says, a great way to enter the BMW lineup / family. Decently priced, it's low 40s, and you might add a couple of options on. But for the price point and the performance, kind of got my words mixed up there, or at least blended. For the price point and the performance and the looks and the styling of the inside, the interior, 2 flubs in like under 30 seconds, it's okay, we'll keep them in. It's, to me, a great value proposition. And like BMW says, it's a great way to get into the brand. You fall in love with the 2 Series, drive it for 4 years, and then you jump into something else. And it's a great little car for the city. It's easy to drive, it's easy to park. The windows have the power option to fold in, so if you're in a condo and you've got tight parking spaces, you save a few inches, and it's less likely that you ding your mirrors on anything. Or if you're going to a grocery store, whatever it is, very compact. It doesn't feel small on the inside. Now that being said, the rear seat room, it's good, and I like that they scalloped out part of the roof line for your 2 outboard passengers. Middle passenger, doesn't matter what car you're in, you're just not going to have that comfortable space as opposed to the other passengers. But bigger than it seems, and drives very, very well. Cornering handling done with a lot of precision, because that's what BMW does. That's what they're known for. They call themselves the ultimate driving machine, and well, there's kind of a reason for that. Quick dip into the fuel figure side of things. It's a 50-liter tank, and you got to put the good stuff in. So it's 10.2 liters per 100 kilometers on city streets, 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway, and your blended total comes out to, in liters per 100 kilometers, of course, because this is a Canadian channel with a Canadian car, it comes up to 8.8. So not too bad. Again, small car, small footprint, but the turbocharged engine does use a little more. The car's not light by any means. It's also not extremely heavy. So Not too bad overall at 8.8. On the safety side of things, the 2 Series Gran Coupe does very well. Standard features include forward collision warning and your blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, as well as lane change assist and rear cross traffic alert. So I love the stuff, I do, and I feel that in every video I go on about it just a little more, how I really want to see more standard safety, and BMW has really done well with the 2 Series Gran Coupe, and I'm hoping in the next 3-4 years every manufacturer drops a long list of standard safety. BMW Canada has spec'd this with the optional Premium Excellence package, and highlights of that include the remote engine start and the active cruise control and the heads-up display and the upgraded Harman Kardon audio system, and you get the wireless charging and a few other cool things. There's a list on the screen for you to take a look at. I would get it. My fear of buyer's remorse is a little too much, and wireless charging is such a handy feature, and I'm really big into my car audio. So having that upgraded system, which sounds really, really strong and powerful, yet crisp and clear at the same time, that would definitely be one of the highlights and selling points for me if I were getting a 228i and I did want that Premium Excellence package. Overall, I think it's a great way for BMW to attract new customers. At the same time, I think there might be a small percentage, maybe under 10, of existing BMW drivers who want to downsize and want something small, sporty, fun, easy to drive, easy to park. Whether they go for the 228 or the 235, the 2 Series Gran Coupe, it's a great little car, and the functionality side of it is 4 doors. And I know that kind of goes against the whole BMW logic of how they name their cars. It used to be anything with an odd number was 4-door, like the 3 Series, 5 Series, 7 Series. Anything with an even number was 2 doors, the 2 Series, the 4 Series, and the 6 Series. But that's kind of all out the window now. Got any questions on the 2020 BMW M228i Gran Coupe? Let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to get you answers as soon as possible. Let me get into some light here so I'm not completely in the shadows. It's as good as it's gonna get. There, not too much. Anyways, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be well, be healthy, be safe, and I'll be back sooner than later with my next car review.